When it comes to working with athletes, one of the major movements people like to use the Olympic movements. We have done the clean before in a previous message, and so if you want to check that one out, give us a little subscribe, see where it's in there. But today I want to talk about the power snatch. To me personally, the power snatch as a coach is a lot easier to get your athletes to figure it out, as it just floats up and feels right when you do it right. And a little bit easier to coach also. So if you want to, this is sometimes an easier way to start your athletes out on the Olympic lift path. What we'll do then for the power snatch is get your feet lined up just underneath your hips, toes. So like I pointed out, when it comes to the power snatch, you want to have a wider grip. So ultimately, if you fold it in half, that bar is going to fit right into that hip joint. Keep those arms straight. When they are straight, you're going to be able to pop that chest, and your elbows are turned out. So lats are tight, elbows are out. What happens if you come back, you're going to kind of whip the bar into your body. So what we'll do, that slight knee bend, core tight, push your butt back. So this is that high hang position, pushing that butt back, high hang mid thigh, depending on what you're looking for. And we'll always start with the jump shrug. So keeping the feet flat, try to push through them, jump up, shrug to your ear. So just push the butt back, pause, jump, shrug. That way you'll feel the hips coming on through. The next one will be pause, high, hard jump, shrug, high outside. Pause, jump, shrug, high outside. And as you're coming high outside, you're driving those elbows straight up, high and outside, and not back. If it's coming back, you'll start to see the bar path coming into that chest. So you'll make sure they're high and outside. And then from there, you can either go with a muscle snatch, just up and put them through the movement, or have it transfer right in from the jump shrug, up and through. So again, the power snatch, a little bit easier to teach. As it comes up, it just floats. One thing I'll demo with our kids is when you jump shrug, everything goes into that bar. So that's why the bar is floating as compared to you pulling with the bar. So coaching cues, what I'm looking for, after they're coming back here and you're seeing that they're pulling, right here is one, is watching those elbows get rotated back or shoulders forward. You want to make sure you have a nice flat back as you push back. Shoulders aren't here because that's going to have a tendency to, as you jump, come into that front. So you're going to end up jumping forward. Every force has the equal opposite force. So if you're going to your toes too quick, it's going to pull you forward. So you want to keep that weight back. Another one, as they're coming up, they get in here, and that would be too much arm. As you can watch, my shoulders moving way more than my hips. I'll do another demo. If I'm here, you're pulling a lot more with your shoulders. You're not getting that true triple extension. Another one we'll see, kids love to rush it and say, oh, I can do more, I can do more. So as they're coming up, they'll get here and then push it up with their hands. So instead of letting it float all the way up and pulling themselves underneath, the bar will get up to about their face, and then they'll push it up into it. So a couple different options with that. Either have them focus more on that jump shrug, always can go back to a jump shrug, or start having them pull underneath into that overhead squat. That way you're cutting that distance down from hip. Instead of coming up way up here, it's going from hip to underneath here. So you can cut it down a few inches. From there, you start working on down. So that'd be power snatch from that mid thigh. Next, working on down to that RDL, get it above the knee, come back up, jump up, shrug, and then hit it that way. That way you're going to progress on down. Make sure that as they work on down to that knee position, at that bottom, they're going to start bringing it back up the leg before they hit their jump shrug. If they get down here and try to pull it, it's going to pull yourself forward. It usually not end too well. That way you're taking out that triple extension that you're looking for to really transfer over into your power athletes. Not even just power athletes, even endurance, cross-country runners. This is a great one to transfer on over. So the power snatch is, again, great when it comes to youth athletes getting to learn the Olympic lifts, as it is a lot easier to teach than the power clean added to your programs.